Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with a question. Have you ever felt the sting of someone's disdain? You know, that heavy feeling when someone seems to take pleasure in your struggles or your pain. It can be disheartening, like standing in the rain while everyone else dances in the sunshine. But here's the thing, hatred, especially when it's directed at you, often has a deeper story to tell. So today, let's peel back the layers of that hatred and uncover the 3 reasons why someone might want to see you sad. First, there's envy. Yes, envy. When someone sees you thriving, shining bright like a diamond, it can stir up feelings they'd rather not face. Instead of using your success as inspiration, they might turn it into resentment. They see your achievements as a mirror reflecting their own insecurities, and instead of striving to rise, they choose to tear you down. Second, there's fear. Fear can be a powerful motivator, pushing people to react in ways they may not even understand. If you represent something they've always wanted, a life full of joy, confidence, or authenticity, they might lash out. It's a defense mechanism, a way to shield themselves from confronting their own shortcomings. Finally, there's the pain they carry. Often those who want to see you sad are grappling with their own issues, their own heartaches, hurt people, and sometimes in their quest to alleviate their suffering, they project their pain onto others. It's a vicious cycle, one that can only be broken with understanding and compassion. So when you encounter hatred, remember it speaks more about the person hurling it than it does about you. You have the power to rise above, to shine brighter, and to choose love over hate. Keep that light within you strong, and let it guide you through even the darkest storms. Thank you. Thank you. The speech begins by addressing the emotional impact of being hated, tapping into a universally relatable experience. It paints a vivid picture of the heavy feeling one gets when someone seems to take pleasure in their struggles or pain. This sense of disdain can manifest in various forms, whether it's through cruel words, cold indifference, or even outright hostility. In that moment, it can feel as though you're standing in the rain while everyone else is dancing in the sunshine, isolated and vulnerable. The imagery evokes a sense of loneliness that many have felt when confronted with animosity. It sets the stage for a deeper exploration of hatred, transforming it from a mere emotional response into a complex phenomenon that merits understanding. By framing the discussion this way, the audience is invited to reflect on their own experiences and emotions, creating a connection that prepares them for the subsequent points about the underlying reasons for such hatred. This empathetic approach encourages listeners to engage with the topic personally, making them more receptive to the insights that follow. The speech emphasizes the importance of understanding the reasons behind someone's hatred rather than simply reacting to it. It invites the audience to consider that hatred often stems from complex emotions and experiences, suggesting that by peeling back the layers, we can gain a clearer perspective. Instead of allowing ourselves to be consumed by anger or sadness in response to another's disdain, it encourages a more thoughtful approach. This perspective shift is vital. It allows us to see the bigger picture, moving beyond our initial hurt feelings to consider what might be driving the other person's behavior. By encouraging listeners to dig deeper, the speech fosters empathy, suggesting that when we recognize that hatred is frequently rooted in envy, fear, or personal pain, we can respond with compassion rather than hostility. This understanding does not excuse the behavior, but rather contextualizes it, reminding us that everyone carries their own burdens. By acknowledging the emotional turmoil that may lead someone to express hatred, we create space for healing and dialogue rather than conflict. Ultimately, this point urges listeners to cultivate a mindset that seeks understanding and compassion, transforming the way they interact with negativity in their lives. This shift in perspective empowers individuals, encouraging them to take control of their emotional responses and choose a path of resilience and positivity instead of being trapped in a cycle of retaliation. The first reason identified in the speech is envy, which serves as a powerful motivator for hatred. When someone observes another person succeeding, thriving, or simply living joyfully, it can trigger feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Instead of using that success as inspiration or motivation to improve their own circumstances, the envious individual may choose to react negatively. This response often manifests as resentment or hostility, particularly when the envious person feels that their own shortcomings are glaringly highlighted by another's achievements. Envy can distort one's perception of reality. Rather than celebrating the other person's success, the envious individual may view it as a personal affront, leading to a desire to see them fail. This mentality is toxic and unproductive. It creates a vicious cycle where negativity breeds more negativity. The speech encourages listeners to recognize this dynamic, reminding them that envy is often rooted in personal insecurities. By understanding that envy can fuel hatred, we can approach these situations with greater insight and compassion. Moreover, the speech highlights that those consumed by envy often lack a sense of self-worth or fulfillment in their own lives. Their focus on others' successes distracts them from addressing their own aspirations and goals. By choosing to focus on what others have instead of their own potential, they inadvertently keep themselves trapped in a cycle of dissatisfaction. The speech ultimately serves as a reminder that while envy can lead to hatred, recognizing it as an emotional response can provide an opportunity for growth and change both for the envious individual and for those who are targeted by their negativity. By fostering understanding and encouraging personal development, we can help break the cycle of envy and resentment, promoting a more positive and supportive environment for everyone. The second reason discussed in the speech is fear, a powerful emotion that can significantly influence human behavior. When individuals feel threatened, whether by another person's confidence, achievements, or potential, they may react with hostility rather than introspection. This reaction often stems from a fear of inadequacy or the fear of change that someone else's success represents. For instance, if someone sees another person excelling in a field where they feel insecure, it can evoke a defensive response, pushing them to lash out as a way to protect their own fragile self-esteem. Fear can create a sense of urgency that clouds judgment. Instead of approaching the situation with curiosity or a desire to learn, the fearful individual may resort to criticism or negativity as a shield against confronting their own insecurities. This behavior is often unconscious. The individual may not even realize that their hatred is rooted in fear. They might perceive the other person's success as a direct challenge to their own identity or worth, leading them to act out in ways that ultimately harm both parties. Moreover, the speech highlights that fear can manifest in different forms: fear of failure, fear of rejection, and fear of losing control. These fears can be paralyzing, making it difficult for someone to take risks or pursue their own goals. In an attempt to maintain a sense of stability, they may resort to attacking those who remind them of what they are lacking. This cycle of fear can be particularly damaging, not only to the person who is the target of hatred, but also to the one harboring those feelings. Recognizing that fear often fuels hatred invites listeners to reflect on their own experiences and responses. It encourages a compassionate approach, as understanding that someone's hostility may arise from their fears allows us to respond with empathy rather than anger. Instead of viewing someone's negative behavior as a personal attack, we can see it as a reflection of their internal struggles. By doing so, we open the door to dialogue and understanding, potentially helping the fearful individual confront their insecurities and transform their fear into a source of motivation rather than resentment. This perspective can foster a more supportive environment where individuals feel empowered to face their fears and strive for their own success without feeling threatened by the accomplishments of others. The third reason the speech highlights is pain, a profound and often complex emotion that many individuals grapple with silently. Those who want to see others sad frequently carry their own burdens, a history of hurt that shapes their worldview and behavior. This personal pain can manifest in various forms, such as unresolved trauma, loss, or ongoing struggles that create a heavy emotional weight. When someone is suffering internally, it can cloud their judgment and lead them to lash out at others as a means of coping. Hurt people often project their pain onto those around them. Instead of addressing their feelings, they may seek to bring others down to their level, believing that if they can share their misery, it will somehow alleviate their own suffering. This mindset can lead to a cycle of negativity, where their attempts to cope with their pain result in inflicting pain on others. In this way, hatred becomes a misguided attempt to make sense of their own struggles. Moreover, the speech emphasizes that this projection of pain is not an excuse for their behavior, but rather an insight into their emotional state. By recognizing that someone's harsh words or actions may stem from their unresolved issues, we can approach the situation with greater empathy. This understanding encourages listeners to look beyond the surface and consider what might be driving a person's negative behavior. It fosters a more compassionate response, allowing us to respond not with anger but with understanding and support. The speech also underscores the importance of recognizing this cycle of hurt. When we encounter someone who expresses hatred, we should not merely focus on their actions but also consider their struggles. This perspective encourages a culture of healing and support rather than one of retaliation and conflict. By acknowledging the pain that others carry, we create an opportunity for dialogue and understanding, potentially helping those who are hurting to confront their issues in a healthier manner. Ultimately, the message is clear: pain can be a powerful motivator for destructive behavior, but by approaching those who express hatred with compassion, we can help break the cycle of negativity. We can create a space where healing becomes possible, transforming pain into understanding and fostering an environment where individuals feel safe to confront their struggles rather than project them onto others. This shift not only benefits those who are targeted by hatred, but also provides an avenue for growth and healing for the individuals carrying their own burdens. The phrase hurt people encapsulates the profound truth that individuals grappling with their own pain are often the ones who inflict suffering on others. This concept highlights the cyclical nature of emotional distress, where unresolved issues manifest as negative behaviors directed at those around them. When someone is experiencing turmoil, whether it's stemming from past trauma, loss, or ongoing struggles, they may not have the tools or support to process their feelings in a constructive way. Instead, their pain can become a lens through which they view the world, leading them to lash out in frustration or jealousy. This cycle of hurt is particularly insidious because it perpetuates a cycle of negativity and conflict. The person who is hurting may react to perceived threats or challenges with hostility, believing that by bringing others down, they can momentarily alleviate their own suffering. However, this reaction often backfires, as it not only harms the targeted individual but also deepens the original person's pain. The temporary relief that comes from attacking others is usually short-lived, leading to feelings of guilt or shame that can further exacerbate their emotional turmoil. The speech emphasizes that recognizing this cycle is crucial for fostering empathy and understanding. By understanding that someone's cruel behavior might stem from their own pain, we can shift our focus from anger to compassion. This perspective encourages listeners to respond with kindness rather than retaliation, recognizing that everyone is fighting their own battles. It invites us to engage in conversations about mental health, emotional well-being, and the importance of support systems that can help individuals navigate their struggles without projecting them onto others. Moreover, the phrase, hurt people serves as a call to action for both the individual experiencing pain and those around them. For the person in distress, it suggests the importance of seeking help, whether through therapy, support groups, or open conversations with trusted friends and family. Acknowledging one's pain is the first step toward healing, allowing individuals to break free from the cycle of hurt and begin to find healthier ways to cope. For those witnessing or experiencing the fallout from someone else's pain, it's an encouragement to practice patience and understanding. Instead of responding with hostility or disdain, we can choose to offer support and a listening ear. This shift not only promotes healing for the individual who is hurting, but also cultivates a more compassionate community where individuals feel safe to express their struggles and seek help. Ultimately, recognizing that hurt people emphasizes the need for kindness and understanding in a world where many are silently battling their own demons. It highlights the importance of fostering an environment where emotional struggles can be openly discussed and addressed, paving the way for healing and growth for everyone involved. By breaking this cycle, we can create a culture of empathy and support that transforms pain into understanding, leading to stronger connections in a more compassionate society. The speech emphasizes empowerment as a central theme when discussing the nature of hatred. It highlights the crucial understanding that the hatred expressed by others often says more about them than it does about the individual targeted. This perspective empowers listeners to recognize that they are not defined by the negativity aimed at them. Instead, they have the ability to rise above and reclaim their narrative. When someone faces hatred, it's easy to internalize those hurtful sentiments and allow them to affect self-worth and confidence. However, the speech encourages individuals to resist this temptation. By recognizing that the source of hatred often stems from envy, fear, or personal pain, one can begin to detach their self-esteem from the opinions and actions of others. This detachment creates a protective barrier, allowing individuals to maintain their sense of self and to pursue their goals without being hindered by external negativity. This empowerment also extends to the way individuals choose to respond to hatred. Rather than reacting with anger or bitterness, which can perpetuate a cycle of negativity, the speech advocates for a proactive stance. It suggests responding with resilience, maintaining one's integrity, and choosing to focus on positive aspects of life and relationships. This proactive approach not only fosters personal growth, but also sets a powerful example for others who may be struggling with similar feelings of animosity directed toward them. Furthermore, the speech underscores the importance of community and support in this journey of empowerment. Surrounding oneself with positive influences, friends, family, mentors can reinforce an individual's self-worth and provide encouragement in the face of adversity. This network becomes crucial in reminding individuals of their value, helping them see beyond the narrow lens of hatred and negativity. Additionally, the empowerment message encourages individuals to harness their experiences of being targeted by hatred as opportunities for growth. By using these challenges as catalysts for self-reflection and development, individuals can emerge stronger, more resilient, and more empathetic. They can become advocates for kindness, choosing to break the cycle of hurt by responding to negativity with love and understanding. Ultimately, this emphasis on empowerment serves to remind listeners that they possess the strength to overcome adversity and to define their own paths. By reframing the narrative surrounding hatred and focusing on self-worth, resilience, and the support of a compassionate community, individuals can not only protect themselves from the impact of others' negativity, but also transform their experiences into powerful stories of triumph and empathy. This shift in mindset cultivates a sense of agency, enabling individuals to rise above hatred and contribute to a more positive and supportive world for themselves and others. The speech underscores the crucial importance of choosing love over hate, emphasizing that our responses to negativity can shape not only our own experiences but also the environment around us. When faced with hatred, it is all too easy to react in kind, to retaliate with anger or resentment. However, this knee-jerk reaction often perpetuates a cycle of negativity that leaves both parties feeling worse off. Instead, the speech advocates for a conscious decision to respond with love and compassion, which can have a transformative effect on interpersonal dynamics. Choosing love over hate is not merely a passive act, it requires active engagement and a willingness to break away from instinctive reactions. It calls for individuals to practice empathy, to put themselves in the shoes of those who may be struggling with their own issues, and to respond with understanding. This choice can manifest in various ways, from simply offering a kind word to extending a helping hand, or even just maintaining a sense of calm and positivity in the face of hostility. By choosing love, individuals can become beacons of hope and resilience in a world that often feels rife with division and negativity. This choice can inspire others to respond similarly, creating a ripple effect that promotes kindness and understanding. When one person responds to hatred with love, it challenges the norm, inviting others to consider alternative ways of engaging with conflict. The speech emphasizes that this approach not only uplifts the person who is targeted by hatred, but also disarms the aggressor, making it difficult for them to maintain their negativity in the face of kindness. Furthermore, the speech highlights that choosing love is also an act of self-preservation. Engaging with hate can be emotionally exhausting and damaging, leading to stress, anxiety, and a host of negative emotions. In contrast, responding with love helps individuals maintain their inner peace and well-being. It fosters a mindset that prioritizes personal growth and emotional health over dwelling on the negativity of others. Additionally, this choice can serve as a powerful tool for healing. When individuals choose to respond to hatred with love, it opens the door to dialogue and connection. It allows for the possibility of understanding and reconciliation, transforming adversarial relationships into opportunities for growth and mutual respect. The speech encourages listeners to view moments of conflict not as barriers but as opportunities for connection and healing. Ultimately, the message of choosing love over hate serves as a powerful reminder of our ability to influence the world around us. Each decision to respond with compassion not only enriches our own lives but can also lead to a broader cultural shift towards kindness and understanding. By embracing this principle, individuals can contribute to a more harmonious environment, fostering relationships built on respect and empathy, rather than division and hostility. In doing so, they become agents of change, demonstrating that love can indeed conquer hate and that understanding can illuminate even the darkest situations. The speech promotes resilience as a vital theme, highlighting the strength individuals can cultivate when faced with hatred. Resilience is not merely the ability to withstand adversity, it is the capacity to grow and thrive, despite challenges and setbacks. In the context of encountering negativity from others, resilience empowers individuals to navigate their emotional landscapes with confidence and purpose. When someone experiences hatred, It can be easy to feel defeated, to question one's worth, and to internalize the hurtful sentiments directed at them. However, the speech emphasizes that resilience allows individuals to rise above these feelings, reinforcing the notion that they are not defined by the negativity they encounter. Instead, they can choose to view these experiences as opportunities for personal growth and self-discovery. This mindset shift is crucial. It transforms what could be a damaging experience into a powerful lesson in strength and self-affirmation. The speech also underscores that resilience is built through a combination of self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and support. Self-awareness allows individuals to recognize their feelings in the face of hatred, helping them to process their emotions rather than suppress them. This acknowledgement is the first step toward healing, as it enables individuals to confront their feelings head-on and to separate their self-worth from the opinions of others. Emotional intelligence plays a significant role in resilience as well. Understanding one's emotions and those of others can foster empathy, allowing individuals to respond to hatred with compassion rather than anger. This response not only benefits the individual targeted by hatred, but can also lead to a more constructive dialogue with the person expressing negativity. By maintaining a level of emotional intelligence, individuals can engage with others in a way that promotes healing rather than conflict. Additionally, the importance of a supportive network cannot be overstated in the context of resilience. Surrounding oneself with positive influences, friends, family, mentors creates a safety net that bolsters confidence and provides encouragement. This community becomes instrumental in reinforcing self-worth and reminding individuals of their value, especially when external negativity threatens to undermine their self-esteem. The speech encourages individuals to actively cultivate resilience through practices such as self-reflection, mindfulness, and positive affirmations. These practices can help build a strong foundation for emotional well-being, equipping individuals with the tools they need to handle adversity gracefully. By fostering resilience, individuals not only empower themselves but also set an example for others who may be struggling with similar challenges. In essence, resilience is about reclaiming power in the face of hatred. It is a proactive choice to grow from experiences rather than be diminished by them. This focus on resilience sends a powerful message that while hatred may be a part of life, it does not have to define us or dictate our responses. By embracing resilience, individuals can turn the pain of hatred into a catalyst for strength, creating a pathway to healing and personal growth that not only benefits themselves but also contributes to a more compassionate and understanding world. The speech concludes with a powerful call to action, urging listeners to embrace the concepts of understanding, empathy, and resilience as they navigate their lives. This final point emphasizes that while hatred may be an inevitable part of human interactions, the way we respond to it is entirely within our control. By recognizing the deeper motivations behind hatred, such as envy, fear, and personal pain, we can choose to react in ways that promote healing rather than perpetuating cycles of negativity. Encouraging listeners to actively choose love and compassion in the face of hatred is not just a passive suggestion, it is an empowering invitation to become agents of change in their own lives and communities. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, has the potential to create ripples of positivity that extend beyond individual interactions. When one person chooses to respond with understanding instead of anger, it sets a precedent for others, fostering an environment where empathy and support become the norm rather than the exception. The call to action also emphasizes the importance of community in this journey. By standing together and supporting one another, we can build a collective resilience that is greater than the sum of its parts. The speech encourages listeners to engage with their communities, to reach out to those who may be struggling, and to foster dialogues that promote understanding. This communal approach can help break down the barriers that often fuel hatred, creating a more inclusive and compassionate society. Additionally, the speech reinforces the idea that each individual has the power to redefine their narrative. Instead of being defined by the hatred they encounter, individuals can choose to rise above it, transforming their experiences into stories of triumph and resilience. This reframing of personal experiences not only uplifts the individual but also inspires others who may be facing similar challenges. By sharing their stories of overcoming hatred with love and compassion, they contribute to a broader narrative of hope and understanding. Ultimately, this call to action serves as a reminder that we all have the capacity to make a difference in the world around us. The choices we make in our responses to hatred can influence our own lives and the lives of others in profound ways. By embracing empathy, promoting resilience, and choosing love over hate, we can contribute to a culture of kindness and support that challenges the status quo. The speech encourages listeners to leave behind the notion that hatred is an insurmountable force, reminding them that they hold the power to shape their reality. By fostering understanding and compassion, individuals can create a legacy of love that transcends the negativity they may encounter. In doing so, they not only empower themselves but also inspire a movement toward a more compassionate world, proving that even in the face of hatred, we can choose to illuminate the path with kindness and understanding. The concluding call to action in the speech is a crucial moment, inviting listeners to internalize the themes of understanding, empathy, and resilience, and to actively implement them in their daily lives. This moment serves as a reminder that, although hatred is a part of the human experience, our reactions to it are what truly define us in the environments we inhabit. The essence of this message lies in the understanding that our responses have the power to either perpetuate negativity or foster growth and healing. By choosing to engage with others through empathy and compassion, we can actively dismantle the walls that hatred erects between individuals and communities. Empathy is more than just feeling sorry for someone. It is about truly understanding their struggles and recognizing that everyone is fighting their own battles. When we approach others with this mindset, we create a culture where vulnerability is met with support instead of disdain. This shift encourages open dialogue and connection, allowing for authentic relationships to flourish even in the face of adversity. Moreover, the speech emphasizes that embracing this call to action requires a conscious effort. It is not enough to passively hope for a kinder world. We must actively cultivate the qualities of understanding and love within ourselves. This might involve setting aside time for self-reflection, allowing individuals to process their own feelings before reacting to negativity. Practicing mindfulness can help individuals respond to hate with clarity and intention, rather than being swept away by emotional reactions. The speech also acknowledges the challenges inherent in choosing love and understanding, particularly in a world that often seems dominated by negativity. It recognizes that there will be moments when it feels easier to retaliate with anger or to succumb to despair. However, it urges listeners to remember that true strength lies in the ability to rise above these moments, to choose resilience even when faced with adversity. This resilience is not simply about enduring, it is about thriving despite challenges, using those experiences as stepping stones toward personal growth. In addition to individual action, the speech highlights the significance of community support. When people come together to support one another, they amplify the impact of their efforts. This collective resilience creates an environment where love and understanding are not only encouraged but celebrated. The speech encourages listeners to actively engage in their communities, whether through volunteer work, mentorship, or simply offering a listening ear to someone in need. Furthermore, the call to action encourages individuals to become advocates for change within their spheres of influence. By modeling empathy and understanding in their interactions, individuals can inspire those around them to do the same. This ripple effect can gradually transform workplaces, schools, and communities, creating a culture that prioritizes kindness and mutual support. Lastly, the speech reinforces the idea that choosing to respond with love and compassion is a powerful legacy to leave behind. It invites individuals to consider how they want to be remembered, encouraging them to live in a way that reflects their values. By consciously choosing empathy and resilience, individuals can create a narrative that transcends personal struggles and contributes to a broader movement toward understanding and unity. In summary, the expanded conclusion of the speech serves as a clarion call for individuals to take up the mantle of empathy, resilience, and love in their lives. It emphasizes that each person has the ability to create change, not only within themselves but also in the world around them. By actively choosing to respond to hatred with understanding and compassion, individuals can build a legacy of kindness that transforms lives and communities, proving that even in a world where hatred exists, love can prevail. This powerful message invites listeners to become catalysts for change, inspiring them to embrace their role in shaping a more compassionate and understanding world for future generations. The call to action in the speech underscores the profound responsibility we all share in fostering a more compassionate and understanding society. It emphasizes that the choice to respond to hatred with love and empathy is not just an individual pursuit, it is a collective mission that requires the active participation of everyone. This responsibility extends beyond personal interactions to encompass our communities, workplaces, and even broader societal structures. One essential aspect of this collective mission is recognizing that hatred often stems from ignorance and misunderstanding. By choosing to educate ourselves and others, we can break down the barriers that perpetuate hatred and division. This can involve engaging in difficult conversations about race, gender, socioeconomic status, and other factors that contribute to societal disparities. The speech advocates for creating safe spaces where these discussions can take place, enabling individuals to share their experiences and learn from one another. By doing so, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of the complexities that shape human behavior and, in turn, reduce the likelihood of hatred taking root. Furthermore, the speech highlights the importance of allyship and advocacy. It encourages listeners to stand in solidarity with those who are marginalized or targeted by hatred. This means not only offering support to individuals directly affected, but also using one's voice to challenge injustices and advocate for systemic change. Whether it's participating in community outreach, supporting local organizations that promote inclusion, or simply calling out negative behavior when witnessed, every action contributes to a culture that prioritizes love over hate. In addition, the speech encourages individuals to practice self-care and emotional well-being as they embark on this journey of advocacy. Responding to hatred and negativity can be emotionally taxing, and it's vital to prioritize personal health in this process. This may involve setting boundaries, engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment, and seeking support when needed. Acknowledging one's own emotional needs allows individuals to be more effective advocates, as they can approach challenging situations from a place of strength rather than depletion. Moreover, the speech emphasizes the transformative power of storytelling. Sharing personal experiences of overcoming hatred or encountering kindness can inspire others and create connections that transcend differences. These narratives serve as powerful reminders of our shared humanity, highlighting the fact that we are all capable of both love and hate. By amplifying stories of resilience and compassion, we can inspire a movement that not only acknowledges the existence of hatred, but also actively works to combat it through collective action. Additionally, the speech encourages listeners to engage in acts of kindness, no matter how small. Simple gestures like offering a compliment, lending a helping hand, or simply listening without judgment can have a profound impact. These acts create an environment where kindness is valued and replicated, contributing to a culture where empathy flourishes. The cumulative effect of these small actions can lead to significant change, demonstrating that even in the face of hatred, love can manifest in countless ways. As the speech draws to a close, it reiterates that the path toward a more compassionate world begins with individual choices. Each person has the agency to influence their surroundings, and by embracing the principles of love, empathy, and resilience, they can create a legacy of kindness. The call to action is not merely an invitation to respond to hatred with love. It is a rallying cry to become architects of change, shaping a future where understanding reigns supreme. In conclusion, the speech's call to action serves as a profound reminder of our collective potential to create a more compassionate world. By choosing love over hatred, engaging in dialogue, and advocating for change, we can foster a culture of empathy that transcends divisions and unites us in our shared humanity. It challenges each of us to reflect on our actions and interactions, urging us to take ownership of our role in creating a more understanding and supportive society. Through resilience, understanding, and a commitment to love, we can collectively rise above hatred, proving that compassion is a powerful force for transformation in our lives and the world at large. This legacy of love can inspire generations to come, cultivating a brighter future built on kindness and understanding. The concluding call to action in the speech reinforces the idea that creating a compassionate and understanding society is not just an individual task, but a shared responsibility that requires collective effort and commitment. It emphasizes that hatred, while a natural human response to fear and insecurity, can be transformed into an opportunity for growth, healing, and connection if we consciously choose to engage with it differently. At its core, the speech encourages listeners to recognize the power of their individual choices. Each interaction, no matter how small, contributes to a larger tapestry of human experience. By consciously deciding to respond to negativity with empathy and understanding, individuals can create an atmosphere where kindness becomes the norm. This intentional approach to daily interactions fosters a sense of community and belonging, which is essential for mitigating the divisive effects of hatred. The speech also emphasizes the role of active listening in this journey. Listening is a powerful tool that can bridge the gap between differing perspectives. When individuals take the time to truly listen to others without judgment or the desire to respond immediately, they create space for genuine connection and understanding. This practice encourages people to share their stories, fostering an environment where experiences of pain, joy, and resilience can be exchanged. Listening not only deepens our connections with others, but also cultivates empathy, allowing us to see the humanity in those who may express hatred or negativity. Furthermore, the importance of embracing vulnerability is highlighted. Choosing love and understanding in the face of hatred often requires individuals to step out of their comfort zones. It means being willing to show up authentically, even when it's difficult. This vulnerability can be disarming and can inspire others to do the same, creating a cycle of openness and honesty. By sharing our struggles and fears, we can dismantle the barriers that hatred builds and foster deeper connections based on mutual understanding and support. The speech also encourages individuals to engage in self-reflection and growth. It invites listeners to examine their own biases and preconceptions. Understanding that everyone carries their own burdens can help us respond to hatred not with defensiveness, but with compassion. By recognizing our shared humanity, we can begin to dismantle the judgments that fuel hatred and instead foster a culture of understanding. Moreover, the speech advocates for the importance of leading by example. Individuals can become role models in their communities by consistently choosing love and empathy in their interactions. This modeling behavior sends a powerful message to others, showing that kindness is a viable response to negativity. It creates a ripple effect, encouraging those around us to adopt similar behaviors, which ultimately cultivates a culture of compassion. The concept of community engagement is also integral to the speech. It encourages listeners to seek out opportunities to get involved in their communities, whether through volunteering, participating in local organizations, or simply reaching out to neighbors. Community engagement fosters connection and solidarity, creating spaces where individuals can come together to address shared challenges. When people unite around a common cause, they amplify their impact and create a collective force for positive change. Additionally, the speech emphasizes the necessity of advocating for systemic change. While individual actions are crucial, addressing the root causes of hatred and division often requires broader efforts. This may involve supporting policies and initiatives that promote equity, inclusion, and social justice. By engaging in advocacy, individuals can contribute to a society that values understanding and compassion, addressing the systemic issues that perpetuate hatred and division. Finally, the speech acknowledges that the journey toward fostering a more compassionate world is ongoing. It emphasizes the need for patience and persistence, recognizing that change often takes time. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way, but each step taken toward understanding and empathy is a step in the right direction. In conclusion, the expanded call to action serves as a powerful reminder that the responsibility to combat hatred lies within each of us. By choosing love, practicing empathy, and engaging in self-reflection, we can collectively create a world that values understanding and connection over division and hostility. Through active listening, vulnerability, community engagement, and advocacy for systemic change, we can contribute to a legacy of compassion that transcends individual experiences. This legacy not only enriches our own lives, but also inspires future generations to embrace kindness and understanding as guiding principles, proving that even in the face of hatred, we can choose to illuminate the path with love and compassion. Together, we can foster a world where understanding prevails, making a profound impact on our communities and the lives of those around us. In conclusion, as we stand at the crossroads of our lives, let us remember that the power to shape our world lies within each of us. Hatred may arise from fear, insecurity, or misunderstanding, but we have the incredible capacity to transform that negativity into a force for good. By choosing empathy over indifference, understanding over judgment, and love over hate, we not only elevate ourselves, but also inspire those around us to do the same. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, has the potential to create a ripple effect that can change hearts and minds. We have the opportunity to break the cycle of hatred by fostering connections that celebrate our shared humanity. As we engage with one another, listening, supporting, and uplifting each other, we weave a tapestry of resilience and compassion that can withstand the storms of animosity. Let us commit to being the beacons of light in a world that sometimes feels overshadowed by darkness. By embodying the principles of empathy and understanding, we can cultivate a culture where kindness reigns supreme. Together, we can create a legacy of love that transcends differences, inspiring generations to come to choose compassion over conflict. So, as we leave here today, let us carry this message in our hearts. The world is what we make it. Let us choose to fill it with understanding, resilience, and unwavering love. Together, we have the power to turn hatred into hope and despair into determination. Let's rise to the challenge, uplift one another, and build a future where love triumphs over hate, because in the end, love is not just an option, it is our greatest strength. Thank you.